Hello everybody and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin and we are on part 22 of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, part 12 of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. We're coming along. We did some backtracking. Now we're just going to... I figured since I'm here, I want to head back into Scorch because there's one more skill point that I have yet to do. Oh, and that's getting all the coconut trees, I think. So, it's been an exciting week, I guess, you know. Summer Game Fest is right around the horizon, or right around the corner. Tomorrow it starts. Really, what I'm looking forward to is tomorrow. The Sony State of Play aired last week, and we speculated on that one before it premiered, and I mean, I think the only things I really... Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can actually collect the coconut. That's cool. I think one of the things I was speculating was whether maybe we would get the God of War reveal. We didn't get that, which is fine. I honestly think we're gonna get that soon at some point because I know there's a lot of rumors that have been brimming about that, especially with the Last of Us remake also. But I did get to watch Stray, see a little bit more of Stray, and honestly that game is very, it's definitely on my radar of something to play. I think it's going to be part of like a streaming service, like kind of a perk for like the new premium tiers or whatever. But I'm just hoping there's a physical edition, because I would pay for that. Hey Pelpa Pig, how are you? Just collecting these coconut trees. But yeah, Stray I'm looking forward to. It was good to see that Spider-Man is coming to PC. I think that's gonna be great. Not because I already have it for PS5, but I just think it's good to get these Sony exclusives out on PC, like you know, like a few years after the sales on PlayStation have kind of exhausted themselves. That way you grow your consumer base with a whole new platform on Steam. And then by the time Spider-Man 2 comes out, you're basically gonna be baiting people to come on over to play it, because that will be like on PlayStation 5 pretty much for maybe a few years, I would assume. Are you talking about that cat game? Yeah, Stray. I mean, because it is an exclusive, kind of an indie exclusive, but it looks cool. I kind of dig it. Like kind of dystopian mystery that surrounds it, and that you're playing it as just kind of like a realistic, cute little, I think it's like a tabby. Maybe this will encourage PC players to buy a PS5. That's what I think, yeah. I know, like, I think they're talking about releasing Miles Morales later this year, like, around the holiday, which is fine, because Miles Morales really is kind of like, almost like a super DLC. Not a DLC, but it's supposed to kind of complement Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. So I have no problem with that. More trees over here. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people really enjoyed that State of Play. I knew that it was going to be more third-party stuff. A lot of the stuff, you know, I'm not, like, and VR was cool, like the Horizon Call of the Mountain, looks cool. I don't envision myself ever getting VR anytime soon, but that looks neat. I think that's a cool way to get, you know, people interested. Resident Evil Remake 4 or whatever. I never played any of the Resident Evil games, but it's cool that they're getting remakes. I know a lot of people are excited about that. I didn't watch the state of play. Oh, you didn't? A lot of people are saying it's the best state of play that's happened so far. Like pretty much like no sleeper, nothing that would make you bored really. There was a little something for everybody, and they were pretty big announcements. Now, is there another? Oh, I think there's a tree. Yeah, it was only 30 minutes, so you didn't. It's something you can't just like read about later. Nope, nope, nope. I just want to get to wherever this tree is. Wherever that may be. Oh, it's over here. I think there's a tree up here. Oh, is there not a tree? I did get, Skull Point. Scourge, old trees. Where am I missing? Is it this one? Where's up here? There we go. Okay. We can get out of here and move on. Did you hear about the rumored Crash Bandicoot fighting game? Yes, of course. I saw that podcast by some... I guess like one of them is like a Microsoft insider who knows... And it seemed pretty obvious, like when they were guessing what they might see at the Summer Game Fest, that one of the guys just said, oh, the Crash Bandicoot Brawler game, without really realizing that like he already knew about it and maybe was probably supposed to like keep it under wraps.
Spyro.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think it's very likely that we're gonna see Crash. I'm also holding out hope for Tony Hawk too. Bro, I would be so down. Yeah, fighting game, that would be awesome. And that's running from tomorrow till Sunday. I think Sunday's the Xbox. A lot of people are saying maybe it might be at the Xbox showcase because, since the whole, Microsoft in the works of acquiring Activision, maybe they're on good terms with each other and maybe they want to save it for, like, Microsoft's, even though it's going to be a third-party game still, but... I think what I want to do is, I guess, in order to get to Winter Tundra, let me fight Gulp again, because I still need to get a skill point in order to beat him without getting hit.
Go.
I've been playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot 4 recently. I managed to get the insanely perfect relics up to, I think the next one I have to work on is... The next one I have to... Yeah, shut up, Ripto. The next one I have to work on is Run It By You. So every level before Run It By You I have an insanely perfect relic for. And I have some after that too. But, like, they're kind of scattered all, and I've also been doing some of the time trials. I've actually been doing the time trials up until, I think the off-balance one was the last one I did, so I have a lot of time trials done, too. Not platinums, though, but... I'm still playing Crash 4, baby. I figured, why rush, It's been 2 years since any Activision... game of interest for me. That's going to be a game I'm going to be playing for a long, long time. Like, it's really one of those games I like to play, listen to a podcast, maybe listen to some music, and just chill out and, like, play a level or two. Oh, no! Let me I wish it was a restart button. But I'm still playing it, and honestly, I'm getting a lot more accustomed to the time trials now. I'm actually seeing that they are easier than I thought. I still think the platinums are really tough from what I can see, but I think I think my first course of action is I'm just gonna try to get as many relics, like whether they're gold or whatever, in the first run, and then I can start working on the platinums. Because I'm in no rush with that. But I've been playing a lot of that. I'm definitely interested for this new Summer Game Fest, these announcements, so I have high hopes here.
Finish him off, and you can have all the berries you can eat. I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, come on, man. You know what? Maybe I'll save this for like later. 'Cause I feel like it's too annoying. I'll save that for when I need like extra time to kill at the end of the game. A lot of like, I mean, I was hearing something from a Canadian guy, Ate, one of his videos, and he said like, oh, they never got any press releases or like little packages or whatever. But I'm just like, did you not remember the pinata Wumpa fruit that everyone got? So like, because he was saying like, oh, it might not be at Summer Game Fest at all because we still haven't gotten anything. And I'm just like, I think they sent out whatever they needed to send out. And plus there was that wrapping paper too with the Tony Hawk and Crash Bandicoot silhouettes on it. So I feel like they've... I think there's a surprise in store that, you know, not... It doesn't need to be like a press thing. Maybe they'll get press things afterwards or whatever. We'll see. Because it's weird. Because they already kind of sent out all that stuff. Why would they send more stuff out again? I know they want to kind of keep things exciting for like insiders, but I think this is a special case where we'll see Crash. Alright, I guess I'll start Mystic Marsh. We're about like 78% done with Spyro 2. It's just the skill points. I definitely want to go after them too. We still have to do like the time trials for the speedways, which I'll do because I've done that before. The original Crash trilogy on PS1, or I'm guessing you already did the Insane trilogy.
Things just aren't the same since our magic fountain shut off. It sure would help if you could find out what evil force is behind this disaster.
This is one of my favorite levels, by the way. It's so weird and wacky. I love that mission where you have to like kind of be a detective and yeah, the PS1 level, like those. I 100%ed all of them. I have the platinum relics for every one on Crash Warped, which is the only one that had time trials. And I did 100% Crash Bandicoot 1, which is one of the toughest ones to 100% back then because. Basically, because the checkpoint system is just totally out of whack. It doesn't save your checkpoint system doesn't save your box progress. So you basically have to get, in order to get any of the box gems, you can't die. So it's basically like Crash getting the insanely perfect relics in Crash 1 with kind of clunky controls. But it's doable, and I've done it. Crash 1 100% ain't that bad, to be honest. It's not that bad, but it definitely I think levels like one of the temple levels or whatever, where it's like really long, can become a little annoying when you have to 100% it without I mean, get all the boxes without dying. But yeah, it's not that bad. Easier than Crash 4. Lemurs. I feel like I'm all over the place on this level, but I'll find everything. Ducks. Platypuses? Or some kind of like platypus blowfish. As if platypuses weren't already a mixture of different animals. Ah, you bastard. I currently have 91% on Crash 2. Crash 2 is... I love Crash 2 because it's one of those games that you can figure out all the secrets without looking it up. If you're smart to, like, be aware of your surroundings and kind of the hints the game gives you, it's subtle, but it's there. And it's kind of rewarding when you figure some stuff out. Just trying to make sure I got everything on the ground floor before I move on. I think I got everything, as far as I can tell. Alright, let's move on with our lives here. Go on up. So tomorrow's Summer Game Fest starts at 2 o'clock Eastern time for me. I'll be at work. I'm debating whether I should watch it at some point when I have a break, or should I just wait? I'm probably just gonna wait till I come home. But I feel like whatever I'm interested that's gonna be revealed, I'll probably know about it before I can even watch the stream properly. I would probably see a bunch of like stuff blowing up in my notifications. Crash trending on Twitter for me. Oh, it's been Spyro and Crash have been trending on Twitter recently. I don't expect Spyro to come anytime. I feel like Spyro's gonna be a 25th anniversary thing for next year. That's a gem right there. Let me work on this part here first. Oh, he's got Wumpa Fruit. That's cool. Oh. These guys are out to get me. Oh. Okay, we're good. I gotta say, it must suck being Spyro. Yeah. Because we haven't had a new one ever. Like, I mean, one that isn't, we haven't had a good, like, Crash 4 is a great new Crash Bandicoot game. But even in Crash before Crash 4, there were good Crash Bandicoot games post Naughty Dog. They weren't great, but they were good, I'd say. There was never for me any good Spyro game after PS1. They were all buggy messes, you know what I mean? And then they changed the designs and stuff, so that wasn't fun. And I feel like I'm just very interested to see how a Spyro 4 would look. Like, damn, we need something, Spyro. I'm glad they got these 3 games out of the way, though, for remake. I'm glad that there's really no fanfare to... There's no, like, Spyro Team Racing, you know what I mean, where they're gonna remake that. So, at least, like, the next game is definitely gonna be an original game. It has to be. Unless they remake Enter the Dragonfly, and I just don't see that happening. Oh, no! Oh, damn, Spyro looks hurt there. Alright, as long as I swept up the gems, I'm fine. I don't think I've ever died on this map before. Alright. Alright, now we're good. Oh, nope, I'm not. Alright, let's get some of these guys out of the way. Oh, by the way, now that we're in Winter Tundra, there's no more talismans. It's all orbs from here on out.
Oh, I must have dozed off there. Golly, looks like I let the fountain switch off. Here, take this orb and, don't mention my little nap to Hydra, okay?
The voices in this are definitely different. In the original, it was more like a deeper, like, oh, just make sure not to tell anybody what I did. Or, you know, it was like kind of deep like that. Damn, no dialogue afterwards? Okay. Let's try over here for a sec. It's the whole concept of this level is just weird. It's just like hermit crab, rhinos, snail-like elephants, and then like platypuses that are like pufferfish, like blowfish. But then the lemurs are just normal, but they throw wumpa fruit at you. All right, let's see if I can find anything in here. You mean you gave me this whole pool and there's no gems in here or no nothing? Let me try to get this balloon here. Okay. Let's talk to this safari guy.
Spyro, a friendly face. A bunch of rotten thieves have stolen my spark plugs and I'm stuck here. Please get the 4 plugs back.
I feel like there's not enough human characters in Spyro, but they always appear at the most random times when there's all these fantastical creatures everywhere. It's more fantastical creatures that you're coming up against. Catch thieves to retrieve the spark plugs.
Please get the 4 plugs back.
I will. It'd be cool if we can drive this Jeep. Alright, let's try see what we got over here. Okay. I know there's another waterway somewhere. I think it's right here. First, let me go over here. Did I come over here yet? No, I did not. Oh, you bastard. This guy's a wily one. Got ya. I do want to go into this little pond here. Underwater tunnel here. 30 enemies I've killed. I think this might be the largest amount of enemies in a level so far. Could be wrong though. Okay. Oh, I'm getting you. Gotcha. Before you can even touch the water. Okay, that's 2. Did I not get all the gems? What am I missing? Missing 20. Oh, you bastard. These lemurs really get to me. Oh, there's the gems. That's only 3 though, right? Yeah, that's not enough. Here's the professor.
Ah, Spyro, so glad you're here. I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
Pick up the egg and trade it. I love this one.
My, do I need that pencil back. Would you like to start over with a new egg?
Never mind.
All right. I've got lots of eggs if you need one later.
Actually, I want to see what he says when I do it.
Here's another egg. You won't be able to trade it directly for a pencil, you know.
Yeah, I love this one. This one is a lot of, it's just a nice little riddle. Got the egg. So, suppose I could, start talking about my 2009 Game of the Year. And again, this is the PS3 era, which I was late to, so there's actually only 2 games to talk about here, but they're both really great games. And either one of these could be the Game of the Year, without a doubt. I think I gotta find a nest first. So where's that? Right over here, right? Okay. So yeah, 2009 the games I had. Only 2 games. Yeah, well, PS3 was just it was a drought for me, you know. I think out of every out of every system generation, PS3 I have the least games, but I made them count for the ones I do have. But it will pick up around 2011. I think it picks up a lot. But yeah, 2 games here. They're definitely worthy though. What do I have? A duck? Let me get that duck first. Actually, let me get this guy. Oh, I have to flame this guy. So let's first get the duck out of the way. Yeah. So one of the first games is, and I've been waiting. Oh, that's not a duck. That's I need to plant the seed. Or no, I think this is like I put this in the pot. So this first game, I was waiting for 5 years for this game to come out, and I remember just like feeling the hype over this game. Like for me personally, I was so hyped about this. I didn't get to play this game, and like I didn't own this game until later on, but I played the whole game at a friend's house, which he let me do, because I didn't have a PS3 at the time. But this is like my #1 game I was anticipating for PS3 in general, and that is Killzone 2, the sequel to Killzone 1, obviously. But this was a big game for me to anticipate about, because the first game really was like made you wonder how, like, it really showed the potential the series can go. So Killzone 2 was like a big it was a big deal for a lot of people. A lot of people were waiting on this, especially since it was the PS3 era. You know, a lot of people let the PS2 game slide because, you know, it was kind of like pushing the console's limitations, and the PS2 just was not as versatile as the Xbox in terms of like processing power and, you know, graphics and stuff like that. But Killzone 2 was the one we were looking forward to, and I remember that E3, I think it was 2006 E3, where they showed like a CG trailer, which people were debating whether it was CG or not. Which one is this? What do I have here? Oh, a duck. That's the duck. Okay. And yeah, the CG trailer came out, but I remember it was really controversial because people were realizing it was a fake trailer. It wasn't real gameplay. But people thought it might be real gameplay. And it looked amazing. The trailer, to this day, the Killzone 2 trailer is a really cool trailer. But what was kind of surprising about Killzone 2 is that the actual game ended up being just as graphically amazing as, you know, pretty damn close to what the trailer was. Oh, now we have like a little seed thing. Alright. And it really, like, honestly, Killzone 2 to this day holds up as one of the greatest looking PlayStation games. Even compared to like some PS4 games. To a lot of PS4 games, actually. It's really good. The story, Killzone 2, is where it got a little disappointing to me. It was kind of like trying to have your cake and eat it too type of situation, where I remember being very interested in the idea of going to another planet, or going to like the Hellgast planet, and we end up doing that in the second game, and it was just like, it made you wonder, like, why did I want this? Because this is like the little turnip thing I have to put in the pot. Okay, now I know. Right? I think so. It was kind of like, why do I want this? Because like Killzone 2's like Helgan, which is the planet name, it's such a drab atmosphere. It's so dark and like acid-like, and you could see why like the Hellgast were like shunned to this place and why they became like so evil. But because of that, like the aesthetic and like atmosphere to the game wasn't as fun to me as Killzone 1, because Killzone 1 was like, you know, you had like snow levels and desert levels and like beach levels and like warehouse levels and jungle levels and swamps, and like you were basically going all over the place. Whereas I feel like with Killzone 2, I mean, from what little they did with like the settings, they all kind of blended together to me, and were kind of like depressing. But the game's played great, had a great online. I think Rico was one of the characters from Killzone 1 that got kind of like became kind of like the poster boy for Killzone 2, and to me that kind of annoyed me because he wasn't really meant to be like a central character to me. He was always good as a secondary character. Oh, there's the pencil. There we go. See, I like this little riddle thing. It was always fun back in the day. Oh, I think I have to go over here. But yeah, Rico's such a kind of an asshole and a loudmouth. So he's not a likable character to me.
Here, take this orb for safekeeping. Alora thinks I'm going to lose it.
And it also annoyed me too that they basically take the protagonist that you played as in the first game and made him kind of like promoted him as like a character in the game, but you don't get to play as him anymore. You get to play as another character. And another character was like Sev, I think his name is. I never really like responded to that character as much. I always felt he was kind of like okay. I feel like the original character was actually a little bit more interesting.
Carry the 6.
But that's just the story. That's just me nitpicking. But the game is really great. It's the only Killzone game, by the way, that I have not platinumed. I did not get the platinum trophy for. And I think it might be because there's multiplayer trophies I need to get, which might be impossible now. But there's also like the difficulty for like the hard mode, like the hardest difficulty on the single player is really tough, and I still to this day have not beat it. It's one of those games where maybe I'll go back to and I still have it saved and I'll try to play it, but it really is tough out of all the Killzone games. But excellent game, really great graphics. I remember playing it at my friend's house, the whole campaign. One of the things that's a little disappointing is that I was kind of hoping it would have like a co-op, but it never did. But the single player still is really good. Definitely a solid game. It definitely lived up to its hype. It had a lot to kind of like own up, kind of like satisfy a lot of people. It had a lot to like, there was a lot tasked with that game. And I think it succeeded. Here's one of those guys. Where'd he go? Oh, over here. Oh, where'd he go? You bastard. Oh, he's over here, right? Oh, bastard. So the other game is also a sequel to a game I've already played, and another first-party game. This game definitely was like a big step up to the first game. Killzone 2 is a big step up, like kind of like fidelity-wise and gameplay-wise, but the story is just not as good, I don't think. But it's still good. It's still really great, but it's just not as engaging to me as the first game. But this sequel to this game is probably one of my favorite games in the whole franchise, and that is Uncharted 2: Among Thieves. Probably the game that oh my god, I did it again. It's probably the game that I consider has the tightest story, the tightest narrative. I love the setting. I love the setting of trying to find Shangri-La or Shambhala. Uncharted 2 freaking slapped. Absolutely. Like, to me, I still debate whether I like Uncharted 4 or Uncharted 2 more, but Uncharted 2, I think Uncharted 2 is really the game that really started it all for PlayStation first-party games that are kind of like third-person story-driven games, because I think that's when they really realize that they can really tell awesome stories and really have awesome gameplay at the same time, and kind of start this trend of, like, you know, what you would see later with a lot of PlayStation's first-party games. But yeah, the characters are all... And I love that it starts with a completely new characters, which end up growing on you, and you miss the old characters, but then they're there too at some point, and it's just, like, really well done how they do it. Very excellent. Oh, here's our last little kangaroo thief guy. Oh, I think he just runs in circles here. Good. There we go.
Woohoo! I'm back in business. Here, young dragon friend, take this. It's museum quality, but you deserve it.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean? Austin Powers 2. I think it's Austin Powers 2. But yeah, okay, all orbs, is that everything? Did I get all the gems though? I don't think I did. Why do I feel like gems fell through the floor again? Maybe I didn't explore the water as well. Let me see. I think I might have to... No, it's... But yeah, Uncharted 2... one of my favorite Uncharted games. Really great story-driven game. One of the first games, by the way, that I felt like I remember like my jaw dropping with the way the set pieces work. In like, I think it was the first time I was like, wow, set pieces in video games have changed a lot since the PS2. Like one of the key things I always remember is when you're in that building and the helicopter's shooting rockets at the building, and the building starts to fall, and you start to tumble with it, but and all like the objects inside the tower, inside the room you're in, are all tumbling, and all the enemies are all tumbling, but yet you still have control over your character. It doesn't take control away from the character. You're still... It felt like you were playing a game and someone took the box and turned it upside down, and yet you were still in control. And that was one of the most amazing moments to me in video games, where I was like, holy crap, video games can really do some amazing things. Like, they're really like finding new ways to surprise me. And that's when I really started to get excited about PS3 in general. Where do I go for these gems? It's gotta be like up here, maybe, right? Is it in here? No. How many gems am I missing? I'm missing like 17 gems. I gotta be... There's no way that many fell through the floor. They had... I just must have missed a place. I'm not gonna use sparks because I got too much pride. Maybe it's in here? It's not in here though, and I said I couldn't find anything. Maybe there's another... No, we would have seen that. I was thinking that maybe there was another balloon, but I don't think there is. Did I go in this one? I did. I must have, right? Yeah, this is the same one I was in, right? Alright, we'll try looking over on the other side of the map. But yeah, okay, so if I had to guess, and by the way, this game had Uncharted 2 also had multiplayer. I didn't play it as much, but I did catch the tail end of it. Just like with Killzone 2, I caught the tail end of the multiplayer. And I think Uncharted 4 kind of brought new, like, those old Uncharted 2 multiplayer maps back, which was kind of cool. Maybe it's over here. I didn't go. Oh, it's down here. Wow, what is this? I don't remember this. Oh, wow. Oh wow, there's more than 30. There's a lot of enemies in this one. I don't see any more gems though. Unless there's more over here. Maybe there's more down here. But yeah, if I had to choose, I think Uncharted 2 wins because Killzone 2 is a great first-person shooter, but it wasn't really my favorite first-person shooter because, it just didn't engage me as much. And plus, I think Uncharted 2 was just more innovative in terms of... I think Killzone was kind of on its way... I mean, even though it was very prominent during the PS3 era, I think once Uncharted came around, it was definitely becoming the thing that would kind of, like, be the standard for video games, where it's more of like a... It's, like, kind of an emphasis on great character work and great, kind of a cinematic, like the set pieces and all that, and like kind of like the real like experience of a campaign where it's not just like, oh, just like a corridor shooter, or just like a, you know, like, oh, let's just like escort this guy over here, or, you know, just like there was so many first-person shooters back in the PS2, PS3 era that was becoming saturated. But, you know, I feel like I'm being a little hard on Killzone 2. Killzone 2 is a great game. It still is one of the greatest first-person shooters, I think. But it's just one that didn't really capture my imagination as much as other ones have. But it's still a great game. It could have easily been Game of the Year. But how much am I missing? I'm missing a 5-piece. That's a frog. Huh. I feel like I was stuck on something just now. I keep getting stuck in this lake. Oh. Oh, there it is! I figured out. I was like, I wonder if I can go back here. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, Uncharted 2, definitely my 2009 Game of the Year. Nathan Drake is such a great character. I love his continuation from the first game. Definitely a big step up from the first game. The first game had waves and waves of enemies coming after you, and I feel like it was Naughty Dog really learning kind of like the third-person shooter genre, even though Jak and Daxter still had it. But so violent. What do they even need to be alert for? I guess the fountain needs to be kept on? Like, I don't know. But yeah, to recap quickly, 1995, Twisted Metal, 1996, Crash Bandicoot, 1997, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, 1998, Spyro the Dragon, 1999, Crash Team Racing. 2000 was Spyro Year of the Dragon. 2001 was Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. 2002 was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Let's go to Cloud Temples. 2003 was The Simpsons Hidden Run. 2004 was Killzone. 2005 was Area 51. 2006 was Resistance: Fall of Man. 2007 was God of War 2. 2008 was Resistance 2. And 2009 Uncharted 2: Among Thieves. I feel like they did a good job capturing that guy's voice, and the bad guy's voice, because he kind of has this weird like laugh that kind of has that echoiness to it in the original game. Very creepy.
I used to be one of Avalar's most powerful magicians, until that big warlock over there stole my wand. He and his friends have used the magic within to take over the city.
See, this guy sounds a lot more like the original, kind of like these wizard guys. I think the level we were just in, they used a different voice for some reason. Maybe just make them sound different, make it more distinguished. Alaric the Wizard.
You don't actually expect me to fight him, do you? You're the big tough dragon, right?
These wizards, they're useless.
You don't.
Okay. Oh, this thing follows you, wow. Bastard. Good shit. Damn it. I like how this level kind of complements the last level we were in, with the kind of the wizard theme. Whoa! Almost fell. But yeah, Summer Game Fest, I'm very excited. What the? I guess his charge is more powerful than mine? Gotta get Sparks back now. Yeah, Summer Game Fest, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm expecting Tony Hawk or Crash, honestly. I really do feel it this time. I know I shouldn't get my hopes up, but I think it's time. And it's been such a tough week at work too. It's gonna be nice to kind of like this end of the week, kind of go into the weekend with all these game announcements. It's gonna be fun. Oh, thank God there's a sheep here. Okay. Whoa! I don't remember those things being so, like, accurate in the original game. This guy have anything to say? Nothing?
Our bell towers have been invaded by trolls. You might be able to help, but you can't beat them without activating this power-up. Our bell...
Dang. Alright. Gotcha. Oh, you just went flying off the ledge there. Let's defeat this warlock before I start anything else.
Spyro, you have freed our city from the claws of those evil warlocks. Please, take this orb. I foresee that it will help you on your journey.
Beautiful.
Listen carefully, Spyro. If you want to get back to your homeworld, hold that orb and recite these 3 words. Klaatu, Barata, Nah, never mind.
I wonder if that's a reference to something. I think it's supposed to be a reference to something, but I don't know what it is.
Listen carefully.
It's interesting. Alright, so start off getting some of these gems here. I could do this stealth mission. I always like this guy.
Secret agent. I'm going to my secret hideout. Only members of my secret club are allowed to go there. I'm not leaving unless you hide behind that tree so you can't see me.
This guy looks so doofy in the PS1 version. But he still looks pretty doofy. Hide behind the tree, follow Agent Zero.
I'm not leaving unless you wait behind the tree.
Wait behind the tree, follow Agent Zero. When he thinks the coast is clear, use the trees along the way to hide. I know. I just want to get these gems first.
I'm not...
Okay. Just wanted to see if he say anything else. Here we go. Agent Spyro. Oh, I should probably... Hehe. Oh, I shouldn't flame him. Oh god. Hey.
What? You managed to get here without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all. Here, take this secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret messages.
I feel like this guy got tricked by maybe the warlock or the wizards or whatever into thinking he has a club, just so he would go away or feel special. You think they would give him something to say after that, though, now that we're club members? Or we're just going to be silent, and I guess that's it. Suppose I'll backtrack and get some gems. Honestly, it was kind of good that we only had 2 games to talk about today, because with the Sony State of Play and kind of just like, you know, gearing up for Summer Game Fest, it's just nice to not be talking too much about what I've played in the past. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to the future at the moment. But, you know, we will press on with these Game of the Years. And they will pick up soon with a lot of games. I think we can go this way. I think there's like a rocket I need to find for that chest. Should be able to do this now.
Our mystical bell towers have been overrun by trolls, and the bells haven't been rung in days. I tried a fire spell on the trolls, but that just made them crazier.
Oh, I think this is the first ice breath power-up that we get in this game, or in this series.
This super freeze power-up will chill out the trolls, but we really need the bells to ring. They'll ring if you charge into them.
Alright, freeze the trolls, charge the bells to ring them. Let's go. Does he say anything afterwards?
This super freeze...
Okay, cool. Where the almost died there. I thought there was a whirlwind there. Alright, now we got it. Aw, man. Oh. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Damn it. I feel like I'm going about this wrong. I think I can just jump from here. Damn it. There we go. Shouldn't this be taller? Why isn't this guy Oh, now they're coming over here, that's why. Okay. There we go. I don't know what these flame guys are even about, but...
I suppose you want an orb for doing that. Well, I'm afraid not. There's still one bell left. You can get to it by using the whirlwind behind me. I suppose you want an orb.
I do want an orb. Now the whirlwinds are okay. Ah, there we go. You got it. Nope. Oh, please. Oh, I gotta get this guy. No, this was supposed to be that. Yeah. Oh man, can't get over there. Damn it. Start over. Where you going? Where you going? Oh man. Alright, we'll try again. Here we go. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no. Okay, we got this. We got this. Oh god. No, come back. Come back. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, I blocked him. There we go.
Thanks, Spyro. I didn't think you could do it. Here, have a souvenir from the Cloud Temple's gift shop.
Excellent. That was a fun one. I think there's a rocket or something over here I need to get. Oh, you know what? I still need to go back up there. Come on. There we are. Need my fire breath. There we go. Is there anything left up here? Nothing. I think this is the last gems. Alright. So we'll end it there. 100% complete. For anyone out there who wants to like, comment, or subscribe to Kev Plays on YouTube, or follow me on Twitter at Let's Watch Series, feel free to do so. Also follow me on PlayStation, Huts123 is my PSN. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, and this Summer Game Fest is gonna be exciting. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a stream like pretty soon, this weekend, especially if there's like announcements that we saw. But yeah, we'll just watch this outro. That wasn't consensual. That was always freaky, even as a kid. Like, that's clearly like not good for a kid's game. But maybe I'm looking too much into it. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy. Keep a clear head. Keep on gaming, and I'll catch you guys next time. And hopefully we get some Crash news. Hopefully we get some Tony Hawk news. Maybe we get some Spyro news. But I think we're gonna get something. Something's happening this weekend. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye, Peppa Pig.